Hi, it's Chris from Implied Music. As keyboard players, as I am, we often think, oh, more notes in the chord is the way to go. But the truth is, guitarists know something I didn't when I was a young producer, which is that fifths and the power of perfect consonant intervals can be really, really useful. So we'll take a look at Nirvana's grunge hit Smells Like Teen Spirit today as an excellent way of demonstrating that. Here we go. Okay, so I need to tell you a little story. I've got a producer friend in LA, David, and David's a bass player and guitarist, a terrific songwriter. And he sends me basic tracks, and I say, David, that chord right there, is it major or minor? And he'll say to me, I don't know, man. That's not my job. Well, I think that Nirvana would understand that. Let's take a look at Smells Like Teen Spirit. We're going to hop over here to the DAW and just take a look at the chord progression from this iconic song. It's a series of fifths: F fifth, B flat fifth, A flat fifth, D flat fifth. And of course, I recognize that as a series of fifths derived directly from the F natural minor scale. However, there are no thirds anywhere in this sequence. Perfect fifth, perfect fifth, perfect fifth, perfect fifth. Well, you know, this is made more interesting harmonically by the addition of some distortion. So just click the fuzz pedal. And things get a lot juicier. In fact, the fuzz adds harmonic distortion, and harmonic distortion actually adds harmonies. It adds notes above the fundamentals of each of the tones in the guitar part. And those notes are real. We don't really hear them as chord tones the way you might on a piano, but they're contributing to the overall sound. And that's why if I was to play, oh God, so if I was to play this same sequence with what I would consider the diatonic chords of this chord progression, I'd wind up with a kind of a soup. Let's just check that out. Here we go. So. Now, I don't know about you, but I really just don't like that sound. I mean, it's a mess. And it's because the upper harmonics of the third, the middle note of each of those chords, have tones that are dissonant to the upper harmonics of both the fifth and the root of the chord. In other words, the harmonics are dissonant, although the chord itself may be perfectly acceptable. F minor without distortion, F minor with distortion. There's some savage stuff going on up there at the top, right? Well, guitar players know this and intuitively create chord progressions from what guitar players call power chords. Power chords are roots and fifths and maybe another root on top. And Smells Like Teen Spirit is terrific that way. The other thing that happens in Smells Like Teen Spirit is this, that'll be gone in a second, is this little figure on the top. That's a C, F. Well, that C and the F are respectively interesting tones within each of the chords. It's The C and the F are, of course, members of the F chord. But when you get to B flat, that C is still hanging in there. It's the ninth. Well, it turns out the ninth plays a big role in the melody. He just ended that melody on a G against an F. I just love this effect. I mean, I sort of botched it a bit, but so cool. Later on in the verse, he just sits on the ninth. I'm going to play it a little bit higher up because they're close together. It happens a bunch, but that G is the axis of the melody against all of these fifths underneath. And where I think that the production relies on the distortion to create an interesting tone. So I've added a little distortion here. Well, I'm just fascinated by that ninth sitting there in the chord. And I guess part of the reason the G sounds good is because fifths sound good. F and C, that's a fifth, but C and G, that's a fifth. That's two fifths, one stacked on top of the other, and it's a powerful sound. There's no third there, but man. And when we get to the chorus, more ninths. Well, here you can see the G features strongly against as a ninth against the F chord, and the B flat features strongly as a ninth against the A. I love this flat 6/5. This is the D flat going down to the C, which is the fifth. These same tricks can be applied to orchestral music. It can be applied to keyboard piano writing or synthesizer sounds especially. Super saws in your synth sounds have those same overtones and can be handled in much the same way. The solution for thick sounds isn't always more notes. It can be careful planning around fifths and fourths. Fifths and fourths, the perfect consonants. And actually we call them perfect consonances. Thirds, sixths are imperfect consonances. Imperfect, I don't know. But in any case, Nirvana knew what they were doing even if they didn't know the name of it. Well, I think that might be enough for today. I hope it was useful. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified next time I post something. I post every week generally. And I'll see you next time.